What's up, everybody? Logan Alec here, and today I have a review of the Chase Freedom Flex credit card. This is a relatively new credit card. It comes with a welcome offer of $200 if you spend at least $500 on the card in your first 3 months of having it. If you're interested in this card, I would really appreciate it if you use my link in the description below. I will get a commission if you are approved for the card. This is no extra cost to you or anything like that. All right, let's get into the review of the Chase Freedom Flex. The Freedom Flex is kind of a hybrid card between a rotating category cashback card and a standard cashback card. What do I mean by that? Well, for starters, the Freedom Flex gives you a 5% cash back on up to $1,500 in combined purchases each quarter in the bonus categories for that quarter. So for example, right now it's Q1 2021, the bonus categories are wholesale clubs, internet, cable, and phone services, and select streaming services. So you get 5% cash back on up to $1,500 in combined purchases in all those categories. That's pretty good, right? And typically, shortly before a new quarter begins, Chase will announce what the bonus categories are for that upcoming quarter. You'll get like an email with a button in it to activate the $5 bonus for that quarter. You click that button, that's it. Super easy to activate the rotating categories. And on top of this rotating category reward system, the Chase Freedom Flex also, similar to some other standard cashback cards, this card gives you 3% cashback on dining, which includes not only sitting down at a restaurant and eating a meal, but also takeout and also certain delivery services. And yes, Uber Eats, Postmates, that kind of thing counts. The Freedom Flex also gives 3% cash back at drugstores and 5% cash back on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards. All other purchases get 1% cash back. So this card actually covers a lot of bases, right? You got your rotating categories, and the rotating categories are typically very common expenses. Like I mentioned this quarter, it's wholesale clubs, internet, cable, phone providers, streaming. It's not hard to rack up a lot of cash back in those categories and in future rotating categories, because the categories that Chase chooses on a quarterly basis are pretty common things that everyday Americans spend money on. And then plus, you get 3%. Right? Cash back on dining, 3% at drugstores, and 5% on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards. Granted, everything else is a lackluster 1% cash back, but if you just want a very simple, straightforward credit card setup, you can pair the Chase Freedom Flex, right, and use the Freedom Flex on the rotating categories, obviously, right? You can use it on your dining, your travel at drugstores, and then you can pair it with, say, the Citi Double Cash, which also has no annual fee and gives you unlimited 2% cash back everywhere on all purchases. So you would use the Citi Double Cash on purchases that don't fall into one of the categories in which it would be more lucrative to use the Chase Freedom Flex. That right there is a very simple yet powerful two-card cashback reward strategy. And the great thing is, both of these cards, the Citi Double Cash and the Chase Freedom Flex, they have no annual fees. So if eventually you want to upgrade your credit card setup, get maybe a card with an annual fee that gives, say, greater travel rewards on dining, you can do that, no problem, and you won't have to cancel your Freedom Flex and your Double Cash because they have no annual fees. They're not hurting you, and in fact, they may even be helping your credit score, right, by keeping them open. And speaking of upgrading your credit card strategy, if you have or eventually you open up the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you can transfer your points from your Chase Freedom Flex to those cards and get a bonus on them. 25% on the Chase Sapphire Preferred, 50% for the Reserve when you redeem them for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards, which means that if you do that, your rewards on your Chase Freedom Flex spending are worth even more than the percentages I stated previously. Instead of just getting a 3% back at drugstores, for example, if you transfer those points to the Sapphire Preferred and redeem them for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards and get the 25% bonus on the Preferred, for instance, that would mean that your rewards percentage for drugstore spending on the Chase Freedom Flex would essentially become 3.75%. And if you transfer to the Reserve with its 50% bonus, your drugstore spending on the Freedom Flex would actually become 4%, assuming you transfer the points to the Reserve and use those points to redeem for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards. Similarly, for the rotating categories, instead of 5%, you can transfer to the Preferred, redeem for travel through Chase, boom, Now you have a 6.25% rewards percentage, and on the reserve 7.5%. So you can see as your credit card strategy becomes more robust and you add on some premium cards, a simple no annual fee card like the Chase Freedom Flex can actually give you outsized rewards. Another cool thing about the Chase Freedom Flex right now is that it currently has a 0% introductory APR on purchases for 15 months. So that's nice. Of course, you do have to make your minimum payment during that time period, but that still is a nice little perk on the Freedom Flex right now. So at this point, I basically talked about the Chase Freedom Flex a lot because it is a good card. I've talked about the positives. It is a great card. It truly is. But there are some downsides you should be aware of. Downside number one. The Chase Freedom Flex is subject to the Chase 524 rule, meaning that Chase's algorithm will automatically reject you if you've opened 5 or more credit cards in the past 24 months. Downside number two, Chase doesn't announce the rotating categories for the next quarter until, at least in my experience, just like a couple or a few weeks before the next quarter begins. So you can't really plan that much. Some other quarterly rotating cards, they will tell you the full year in advance, but that is not the case with Chase. Downside number three, your 5% cash back is limited. So like I said previously in the video, you get 5% cash back on up to $1,500 in combined purchases each quarter in the bonus categories for that quarter. So if you spend $1,500 this quarter on the bonus categories, you'll get 5% cash back on that, which comes out to $75 for the quarter. Do that every quarter because you spend a lot of money, and that's $300 cash back for those rotating categories. Of course, you'll get 1% cash back for your spending in those rotating categories beyond the first $1,500, right? Obviously, you can do better than that with a Citi Double Cash, beyond the $1,500, put it on that, get 2% cash back, right? Now, don't get me wrong, $300 is $300, right? But my point is, though, you can't get unlimited 5% cash back on the bonus categories, which is kind of a downside. And finally, downside number four is that the Chase Freedom Flex charges a 3% foreign transactions fee. So I wouldn't take this card with you when traveling internationally. That said, if you do enjoy traveling, especially traveling internationally, you should probably be looking at getting a travel-specific card, and I have a link in the description below to a list of the top travel cards for 2021. So check those out. Check out the Chase Freedom Flex. Links in the description to that card, of course. Thank you very much for watching this video. I wish you the best with your credit and with your credit cards, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.